Okay, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this house with fSpy. Some of you may say fSpy, everyone knows how to use that. Well, not everyone does, and just let's get into it. I got this house from Ashley, which is 7 units of social housing, from Atelier Tom Van Hey and Luc Van Nest. So first we're gonna download this image and then put it into fSpy, which we have here, and this image have 2 vanishing points, so we're gonna choose 2 here, and then we're gonna align the red and green guidelines to match with the image here, each side with each color. First we're gonna drag this point with this point, okay, and then the other one align with, okay, I'm gonna undim this one, and then we can extend the guideline to match it better. So basically the 2 red guidelines will be parallel to each other and perpendicular to the green guidelines. So I'm gonna drag this to align with the wall here, and this one will align with the canopy. So we're gonna adjust the pivot point right at the column. You can see the z-axis is pointing down, and when we move the pivot point to this location, you can see it is slanted, so this will result in an incorrect perspective. So, but we're gonna fix it in Blender later. Now we're gonna determine the height of the column here by selecting the dimension of along the z-axis. So I'm gonna put it here to here and about 3 meters. I think it's okay, and I'm gonna save as house 3, which we already have here. Now go to Blender and make sure that the fSpy add-on is turned on here, and in the import menu we're gonna import an fSpy file. Add to the folder that contains the fSpy file. You're gonna choose house number 3. Hit import, and then we will have here it is a camera with an image background. You can see it in 3D here. So the camera is pointing up, and that's the problem that we're gonna solve. But first I will add a plane and move it right to the pivot point, like that. Okay, then I'll go to the edit mode and adjust the plane to the side of the column and extrude it up like so. So then switch to the wireframe mode. I'm gonna turn on the key here. So go to the wireframe mode, and we're gonna adjust those vertices, this one too, to the side of the column, like so, and this one too. Okay, so this the first column is the one you want to make sure it's correct. And for the other columns, I'm gonna Shift D to duplicate it and slide it along the x-axis here. And then you can see the although this one is straight, the other column is slanted. That because this image is being done with the post-processing software or something, so it's not as straight as it's by the time it's been taken, and through processing, fSpy cannot realize that, so we have to fix it by hand in Blender. So I just continue to copy the column. This one you want to make sure the bottom of the column is in the right place. And then I'm gonna duplicate this one as well with the y-axis to the end of the wall here. I'm gonna move it up like so. So the next step is we're gonna select the camera here and go to the End tab, and in the rotation X we're gonna leave it 90 degree, and as you can see, the column is now straight and the Y is 0, so it will be straight in the y-axis. Another step is we will make the columns to align with those columns in the image. So head into the camera tab, and on the Shift Y we're gonna adjust this, and I'm holding the Shift button to change the value more slower, and we're gonna shift until it aligns with the image right here. And as you can see, it's almost aligned with the column of the image, but it's quite smaller. Then I'm gonna hit G and middle mouse button to go forward, and it will align those columns we have here with the image, and this result is quite good. So I'm gonna change this one right here. Okay, and then we're gonna extend those vertices to form the wall, because we don't only have the we don't have the vertices here. So I'm gonna delete this, and then I will extrude this one to about, okay, maybe about here. Okay, and then we're gonna have a loop cut here and extrude those vertices. Extrude it. You need to align with the column here, so we need to enable the snap with vertices. So I'm gonna hit G again and hit Y to along with the y-axis, and then I'm gonna hold down Control to snap it with the other vertices, which is the column here, and this one I will snap it as well. Okay, and then we have the basic shape of the house. Pretty simple, right? So I'm gonna adjust it a little, and then I'm gonna select this one and pull it, and also snap with the other column. And then I'll extrude those face to match with the photos. And pretty much we're gonna need some models for the balcony and some for the window as well. So we're gonna add a new object, choose plane again, and then I'll align this plane with the wall here. Just hit Control and move it right at the wall, so you can see it in the other view. I'll pull it up and then go to the edit mode, and we'll pull the vertices to match with the balcony here, right there. And then I'm gonna extrude it like so, then add another loop cut for the wall here and extrude it again. Then we have the basic shape. Next is the glass panel. I just use the vertices and we're gonna pull it up like that, and I will extrude it down along the z-axis and snap to the vertices here. By this way we will have two separate objects in the edit mode. As you can see, when we hit L here and here, we'll have two objects that being separate to each other. So I'm gonna move it inward, and then I'll give it some thickness by extrude a little. Then I'm gonna make the rail here by copy this face and scale it along the x-axis, and then extrude it again. Just hit L and you can select the whole object, and then we're gonna duplicate this one with Shift D and pull it to the other side of the balcony, and then we have one balcony here, and I'm gonna duplicate this with the upper one, and then duplicate again for the side balcony here. I'm gonna duplicate and rotate it by I will rotate it along the z-axis and in 90 degrees. Then I'll move it to mush with the reference here like that. Okay, that is quite good. Now I'm gonna pull it up a little. Okay, and then we're gonna copy with the balcony here and here, and then we have all the balconies for the house. Next I'm gonna add some loop cut to form the windows of the house. Add a loop cut here and it align with the other side of the house. I have it here, right there, and one more and one more right here for the door. Okay, that seems we have all the horizontal loop cuts, and now we continue to add more loop cuts to form the window. Oh, I missed those two. And then we have some more vertical loop cuts. I'll begin with here, this one for this window, and this one, and add 2 more for the window below, like so. And for the door here, okay, so now I'm gonna select the faces that contain the window. So I think I missed this one, so I'll add another one here and here. So I'm gonna select the faces again, this one and this one, and I think I'll go to the camera view again, and I'll select this one and this one. Just keep switching between wireframe and solid mode to have the better view of what you're doing. Now I'm gonna extrude it inward to give it some thickness of the wall. I think maybe 0.2 is okay, which means 200 millimeters. I add some loop cut here, and not this one, and here, there, and more of there. Okay. Okay, it's time to select the faces. But I still miss this one, so I'm gonna slide it up and select the faces again. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, all the faces selected, and then I'm gonna extrude by 0.2 meters, and it's basically it. We have done the basic form of the house, and one thing I missed is the canopy here, so add another one, add this, and go to the edit mode and select the vertices and snap the 3D cursor into it, and then when we create a new plane, it will align with the cursor. Gonna snap it again with control, and then I will slide those vertices. Okay, and then I'll extrude it up, and then you have it. A little bit off, but it's quite good to me. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna model the environment, the yard and the road and the neighborhood house. Gotta add another plane and then scale it up like that, and then we're gonna select these vertices and pull it out. Select those and pull it out. Okay, and you're gonna select this one and we extrude it along the z-axis and extrude it again. So then we have the pavement and the road. Next we're gonna add another plane here and rotate it 90 degrees and we're gonna put it right at the corner, and then we'll slide the vertices to match with the image. I think we will slide this one to align with the road and add another loop cut here. Put this up and add another loop cut. I'm gonna scale it by 0 along the z-axis and extrude again. This vertex is off, so I'm gonna correct it, and I'm gonna extrude this house like so. Okay, and that's how I use fSpy to create an exterior model. If you want a tutorial about rendering this one, please comment below for me, and I'll see you on next Saturday.